Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. Week 4 of the NFL season is in the books. 1 month down, a quarter of the way done with the NFL regular season. It's your host, Jawan Bashir, JQB for 3. Let's get straight into this recap. Seattle Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals. Arizona fought hard to get back into this game, but ultimately Seattle did take the dub here in Glendale. 23-20 off a game-winning field goal. Both teams' offenses had their moments, but Seattle was just a little bit better on Thursday night. Coming to this recap of this Sunday, Saints and Bills, want to start there. The Saints fought hard for a good portion of this game. They really stuck it out. The Buffalo Bills are just a really talented team, and they were able to come away with a win late in that game. Give credit to New Orleans Saints. They fought hard, but Buffalo, you just can't take them lightly. They will take advantage of any mistake you make. Good win for the Buffalo Bills. Detroit Lions, Cleveland Browns. Detroit had control of this game pretty much from start to finish. Cleveland fought, and they had a good first quarter, but besides that, ultimately, the Lions are just a really good team, and they're going to be hard to beat, especially as they get longer and longer and longer into the season. Good win for the Detroit Lions. Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Eagles dominated the first half, but here came the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They fought back, and they made that a really close game. But unfortunately, Baker's interception was costly, and just starting off the game with that punt return for a touchdown put them behind the 8 ball. Hats off to them for fighting back, but Philadelphia did come around with the win. Both teams were undefeated coming in. Philly's still undefeated. They looked really good. As we step into some more games from this weekend, Tennessee Titans, Houston Texans. Houston had control of this game from start to finish. They were able to just dominate the game, 26-0. Tennessee Titans, they just don't really have any offense. Cam Ward said it best himself. It's just really difficult for them to be able to go in there and put up points. Houston finally found their stride. C.J. Stroud was phenomenal in his play. He did a really good job out there this past weekend. Another game we want to take a look at is Pittsburgh Steelers, Minnesota Vikings. This game took place overseas early Sunday morning. The Pittsburgh Steelers were able to hold on. Minnesota fought back in the end. It was just too little too late. A lot of yards from Carson Wentz. He tried his best. Multiple turnovers, however, plagued them. And Pittsburgh will take advantage. Shout out DK Metcalf. He had a big week. We step into these next games. Commanders, Falcons. The Falcons put up a lot of points, but Commanders did pretty well for themselves too, considering they had Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Michael Penix really looked good, had the team flowing, put up 34 points. The Commanders put up 27 points. They fought hard, but ultimately Atlanta was just a little bit of the better team today, and it showed on the field. Another game that we really want to take a look at, shout out to the New York Giants for defeating the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers took a little bit of a step down this week, but the Giants defense was amazing. They made Justin Herbert rattle. His receivers were not able to really lock in and catch the receptions they needed to catch. And ultimately, the Giants looked decent with Jackson Dart starting at quarterback for his first time. So give the rookie credit. He led his team to a good win. Unfortunately, Malik Neighbors got injured. Prayers up for him. Another game we want to take a look at is the Patriots and the Panthers. Patriots put up 42 points against the Panthers. Panthers did decent on offense, but their defense was not able to stop anything. Drake May took advantage. The run game was good for the Patriots. They had a really all-around great game, and the Patriots defense stepped up. They dominated that game as well. Shout out to them. If you take a look at the afternoon slate of games, we have the Los Angeles Rams, Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis came in this game undefeated, and the Rams have only lost 1 game. Both these teams are very good to start the season. Matthew Stafford looks spectacular. Him and Puka Nacua are the best duo in the league as a quarterback and receiver right now. They just have the same page, same chemistry. They're locked in together. Colts did not look bad. They just played a really good team. Daniel Jones had a couple of mistakes, but ultimately a couple penalties cost the Indianapolis Colts that game, and it was a very up and down game for both sides. Shout out to the Rams for getting it done. Another game in the afternoon slate, the Ravens, the Chiefs. While the Ravens on paper looked great coming into this game, you thought they would run amongst the Chiefs. The Chiefs were the one that put up 37 points. Could you believe that? 37 points on the Ravens, and the Ravens put up 20. Not terrible in terms of the box score, but really the Ravens got smoked this game. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes and that offense for looking fantastic, and their defense locked in, pretty much shut down Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson wasn't able to do much for the time he was in the game. So good job from the Kansas City Chiefs for getting that game done. Another game we want to take a look at in the afternoon slate is 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars have started this season off looking really good, and their defense made Brock Purdy uncomfortable. Brock Purdy had a lot of good yards this game. However, Jacksonville was able to move the ball both through the air and through the ground. Travis Etienne has been pretty solid this season. You can't ask for much more than for Travis Etienne. A great job from the Jaguars to go into Santa Clara and take this game from the 49ers, who Jacksonville now is 3-1, and they are vying for that AFC South position with the Colts. Shout out to them. Another game that really was a close battle throughout the entire game, Chicago Bears, Las Vegas Raiders. Geno Smith, we gotta stop turning the ball over. You guys have a really talented team as far as skill position. Ashton Jeanty had a phenomenal game, but 3 interceptions from Geno Smith really hurt the team. The Chicago Bears, for the first time, on the other side, the winning side of a missed kick. No tragedy for Chicago. They took this game and they won it. So great job on them. The night game, Sunday night, Cowboys, Green Bay. A lot of people thought Green Bay was going to come in here into Dallas and destroy the Cowboys. But my, oh my, did Dak Prescott have a clean game. 40 points from the Cowboys, 40 points from the Packers in a tie. Who saw that coming? A very high-scoring game. Green Bay put up points, but Dallas looked phenomenal. Both defenses really were shut down, but you got to give credit to the offenses. They deserved that game, and they won it. They looked very good. The Monday night games, the Jets and Dolphins. The Dolphins controlled this game from start to finish. The Jets gave them a little bit of a fight, but ultimately they were not able to succeed. Shout out to the Dolphins for getting a lot of passing yards from Tua to Waddle and Tua to Tyreek. Unfortunately, Tyreek Hill did get hurt. But Miami, that was a good win from them. Last game on the schedule, the Broncos, the Bengals. The Bengals are not going to be able to win too many games without Joe Burrow. They're going to need somebody else to replace Jake Browning. Maybe they should give somebody a call like Jameis Winston. They might need a backup quarterback that can come in there and really spark this team. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are very talented. They need the ball. Just give them the ball. Just throw it to them. You got to throw it to them. Shout out to Denver for coming in there and dominating that game. Bo Nix looked fantastic, but really the run game is what stood out for the Denver Broncos to win this game. They looked phenomenal on all sides of the ball. Offensively, defensively, it was a great game for them.